Okay, so we are live. I'll begin with telling you an experience na ito palang live based on my take for several times now. I've been doing a lot of live on my FB page, okay, a little so on my profile, and this is my 5th episode on my YouTube. At akalain mo ba na ngayon ko talaga siya na-validate na kahit itong simpleng gawain ito ay, to me, parang may addiction din, nakaka-addict. Kung bakit mo nasabi to? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Kung bakit, wow, it's good you're there. Paring JP Rizal, as telling a story based on my experience na itong pagla-live nito ay addictive din pala. Biro mo, ako'y napagod as I came from a hearing this morning. Ang layo ng pinaradahan ko. So, at daming tao sa courtroom, so the aircon wasn't really that cool because it has to cool a lot of bodies inside there. And from there on, as my case was somehow in the middle, nung lumabas na nga ako, I still have to find, in another office where I could file for another issue with someone I would like to file a case with. Ano lang, actually ano lang siya, small claims. I'm sorry. May nahulog lang. I want to file for a small claims over the guy who caused accident to my vehicle na pinagastos na nga ako sa repair. Nag-promissory note, binigyan ko na nga ng magandang partida doon sa, kasi naawa tayo sa driver, and so we give them a good favor already and allowed them to come up with a proposal based on kaya and based on our promissory note agreement. They are going to make a very minimum fee or payment every month beginning then. That was sometime in November last year, until matatapos yung promissory note until June 15. Pero nung chinek ko yung kanilang mga payment on sa GCash, off schedule at hindi pa halos nangangalahati. And so when I checked on the owner of the vehicle, na mukhang may kaya naman to remind him about this commitment, yung kanyang promissory note, nako, mukhang kalabas-labasan, masuplado pa sa akin. Napaka-arroganting tao. Kaya, nainis lang ako, and so I waited until they could make good on their promise, where tiyempo na rin na napapadpad ako ngayon sa korte. Chinek ko na lang, dala ko na lang yung aming promissory agreement because I would like to settle for the small claim. What I'm saying is after the courtroom, I proceeded to another room to find time or pamamaraan kung paano ko siya i-file. So, the filling up of the forms, alright, thank you, Freya, you're there. The xeroxing of the many forms and filling it up for submission. And so I went already to the chamber. Yep. To inquire on the rest of the requirement for the filing. And for that small claim, mapagastos ka pa. At ang daming, still have to get back to the barangay to get the minutes of the last hearing along with the promissory note and all of that. And so Napaisip ako na anyway, hindi pa naman tapos yung aming agreement. It will still end on June 15. That I will just wait. It will just be a month long. Whatever will be the outcome, that will be when I would finally decide on. Because I asked the lady who was an assistant to the lawyer, if not the fiscal, if I could make additional claims because it's not with interest naman at I gave them a very good discount just so they can make their promise. Hindi naman tinupad at nakakainis din dahil para bang nabastos ka na doon sa inaasahan mong pangako na nanapa ko lang. And worst pa is habang inaasahan mo siya na magkakaroon ng magandang balanse sa Gcash mo para doon mapagtaktakan ng mga kung ano-anong mga inutang mo. Okay, for the bills, magkaka-short ka pa doon sa bills. So all of that stuff. And so I thought about inquiring if I could effectively make or file it for small claims, which okay din naman. Kaya lang, paisip ako kung ituloy-tuloy ko ba talaga siya. Dahil, gagastos pa rin ako. And then, konting halaga na lang din naman ang natira. So, going home, walking from there down to the parking, napakainit. Eh, yun talaga ang hindi ko makaya, yung sobrang init dahil we have an issue in the heart. No? And moving home, nagkataon din na nobody was there to open the gate for us. So bumaba ka na sa sasakyan para i-open mo na yourself. What really happens was pagdating sa bahay, magpalamig ka na naman. Ang daming nanood na naman na. And while making palamig towards lunch, ang daming pumapasok sa isipan eh. Yung nalungkot ka dahil sa sobrang init nga doon na inabsorb ng katawan mo. And then what was disappointing about the hearing pa was you appeared, well, it was good you're there for the appearance, but the defendant was not available dahil at large. Alright, yeah, it's always been like that, pre. For a start, parang ganun na rin. Na-wiring na rin siya eh. I'm not as motivational as the rest are, like this friend who is actually typing right there na pag-open pa lang talagang yun na, pumutok na si motivation. Ilitanya muna tayo, no? Kasi dito lumalabas ang, yung what could be the talking, what was your term? What is the subject of the talk? So, nangyari ng pre-S, dito na at gusto mo nang kumain, di ka pa nagutom, niisip mo pa rin yung nangyari, yung init, yung lahat na yan. Ganyan na siguro ka-sensitive ang may edad, ano? And then, especially when you get home na, you would feel alone, as it's only between me and my wife. This place is only for me and my wife. And my wife would see to it that every time I'm out, she would also sneak out, para malibang din ang sarili dahil sa mga edad na to. Libang lang ang hinahanap palagi. Buti na lang may live tayo. So, ako naman is, I gave her more than enough time to find where she will be happy at. And so, while it's not really an issue, it's not causing any issue, but then, the fact that you are alone, na may gusto ka sanang, to relate to yung boredom mo, yung pagod mo. So, mag-isip ka na lang. Yun naman lang talaga ang litany na sinasabi mo. Okay? But what really happened, pre, was, wala nang ganang kumain dahil, halong pagod, init ng katawan, and, yung bang tumawag ka pa kanina kasi you'd like to check if there is going to be shooting for today, which I would love doing shoots, but then again, there's this thing more prior to that eh. And iniisip ko if we can make shooting in the afternoon as promised, but then again, things will just change depends on how your mood would run. So, yeah, so, iniisip ko, so, with all the gadgets around that were already hanging ready for the live and the text and the monitoring on the YouTube performance and all of that stuff, you channel your thoughts of the things that you'd see around. So, konting check here and there, and then mga text na sinasagot mo, just the usual litany, you know? And then, I hope yung iba nakaka-relate, yung medyo tumanda-tanda na rin, kasing bata at tanda natin. So, moving on, browsing through, at ang dami palang dapat gawin na hindi mo na mabigyan ng pansin dahil iba na ang naging pakiramdam. Cut the long story short, yan, kinain na ng konting lungkot. Nagsimula na, no? So, nalungkot, napaisip, nag-reflect, tinitingnan ngayon yung performance ng mga ginagawa. Okay, nahirapan na dahil ang dami na nga yung dati kong live kahapon, di ko na effectively engage yung mga lahat ng mga nagtitext doon at saring-saring ano na. So, pag nag-pile up na kasi ang mga yan, whether you like it or not, there's a little stress that you would feel on. Okay, so, yeah, galing, shooting stars ka na kaagad. What I'm saying out is, bago tayo makarating doon, there were some decisions made na napasobra na ata mga activity ko, kaya hindi na ako makalabas-labas ng madali dahil pagpasok sa bahay, pagkalungkat mo ng isang gadget at sagutin mo itong mga text na ito, may isa pang gadget for another account na ang dami ring text na pwede mong kailangan mong isettle. I-check mo pa ngayon yung YouTube mo from time to time dahil ang dami mo rin naging down uploads doon at tinitingnan mo rin kung alam mo, nakakakawas ng mga expectancies. Yung mga yan kung nag-trending na ba? Yung mga ganyan, ano ka ba? So, hanggat hindi mo nakikita na yun, may nangyari na pala at wala pang trending na nangyari, nakakalungkot kahit papano. So, minsan mapaisip ka, tigil ko kaya ito? Sobra kaya itong nagpa-stress sa akin at nakafocus na ata ako dito. Di na nga halos maka-exercise. No? So, ayun. So, napaisip, na-entertain si lungkot, di na akalain. Nag-open na si heart for some disempowering emotions and or feel. Hanggang sa moving on, gusto ko na lang muna magpahinga at matulog. Lalo na at medyo sun appears gloomy, parang there's going to be an incoming rain, na ang sarap matulog pag ganyan. So, but I checked on, ang daming message hanggang sa may nakilala ako among all. Hindi na lang sa isang pangit ko pang experience kagabi na yung babaeng pumasok dito sa account ko kasabay mo pre, na lumipat from here, from this account here, going there. And I mentioned it last time na kaya siya lumipat dahil hindi daw siya maka-message. But I asked someone to find it out if messaging was not available as she was accusing my setting to be so, na hindi naman. Kalang lumipat siya doon sa isa kong account at naglinger na siya doon hanggang gabi. And she sent me a lot of text messages that I started answering her on hanggang sa... Kasi, ayun, the orientation here is kailangan you engage. So, kailangan mo talagang isagutin ng mga text na nangyayari, na napapasok. Hanggang sa pagtulog ko na, ayun na, gumanda na ang usapan. Lumandi na ng konti. Nagtanong na if I would ever be asking for her number. And I told her, nope, I'm not, hindi. So hanggang sa sumunod-sunod na kung ano-ano na mga pinapadala. Hanggang sa nireport ko na yung mga pinadala dahil nagiging adult materials na eh. At hindi ko matanggal-tanggal yung kanya mga text sa akin. Nako, grabe ang mga forma if I can only send it, pero bawal eh. So, nireport ko na lang several times until the morning, mas dumami pa. Ganyan pala ang mga style ngayon. So, hanggang sa blinak ko ng blinak, ngayon nagsusurface pa rin dahil pag nakakapasok doon sa iyong business account, mahirap burahin eh. So, dagdag pa yun sa nagiging stress kasi hanggang sa pagdating ko, andun pa rin yung mga post niya. But, God is so good kasi may nakilala ako. Isang medyo fresh and young girl din na hindi ko na sana entertainin pero iba ang kalidad nito kumpara sa kanya. And then natuto na kasi ako dito sa pinasok natin, pre, sinasabi ko na embrace everyone, give heart to everyone that comes along. Hindi pwedeng i-reject mo na lang or pasnab-snab ka dyan. Otherwise, don't manage a page kung ganyan si attitude, no? So, I entertained her. She is from Takrong, Sultan Kudarat. And she was proposing about something to assist on your page or your channel. And I entertained her because yun nga ang ginawa ko sa isa kong account ay pinapa-fix ko, hindi na-fix. And so I thought all the while that she has something that she can do along with that. At moving on, pumayag naman siya na mag-usap sila ni Charm. So I did a conference call between the two of them. The three of us were talking, and suddenly, as I was listening to their their conversation, mas lumawak, dumami, lumalim ang mga nagiging guni-guni, ang nagiging kaaralan ko sa mga pinag-uusapan nila, Kesyo. May mga ganitong term na hindi ko naintindihan nga, ngayon ko lang na suga pa, ngayon ko lang nadinig. And lumawak ang pagkaintindi ko, nasabi ko na tama nga ang to maintain an open heart para do not limit yourself to what you believe, believing you're always correct in your decisions, in your opinions. Give chance to listen to others and know the concern or the issue. Kasi yun yung bago ko lang natutunan yung kumbaga active listening. That's the talking part or talking story for today. No? So as I was listening, akala mo ba ano nangyari, pre? Sa halip na matulog na ako dahil napagod na ako sa kaya-entertain ng this empowering thought. Aba, nabuhay kaya ako? Napaisip kaya ako na imbis na I would close on my other account to move on to, not manage it as in dagdag trabaho. Nung madinig ko yung convo nila, na-motivate kaya ako even if it doesn't really sound very motivating. But since I could relate, there's just this feel in me na, oo nga pala, no? Bakit kaya hindi ko pagbigyan ito mga ganito, ganyan, ganon? I could not share to you the details, hindi nyo rin namin maintindihan. Ang sa akin lang is, life will be a litany of stories like this, no? Hi, Eagle Justin, the Prince. Are you the guy from Ozamis? Is it you? If that is what I can ever remember, yeah? Yeah, I'm on live. I know you're very good at this. I'm just starting to, yeah, okay. I'm just trying to practice if we can ever come up to the way you're handling an activity such as this. But yours is for real. Ours is ano lang. I'm sorry, pre, I could not be so engaging this time as I'm doing 3 lives. Actually, one on my YouTube, one here in the profile account that you just came in, and I have also on my Facebook page. Oh, wow, grabe, ha? Talaga naman, no? Mas okay yung boses mo. Anyway, and so I'm supposed to really be interacting and engaging on all of your messages, but I would prefer not until I'm done at doon ko na siya sinasagot, my usual, kasi may istorbo din ako doon sa flow ko. But you're coming in with this compliment, sobrang na-appreciate ko. It's been a while, hindi na rin kami masyado nakabalik dyan, maraming mga pangyayari, pre. But we are still going back. Kita ko lang si Dave last week, nagkasama kami, na busy din siya. Maraming pangyayari nang dahil doon sa pandemic, maraming naapektuhan doon. Pero tuloy pa rin ang laban, magkikita pa rin tayo. Thank you for that compliment. So, ibig sabihin, may slot ako if ever, pwede ako makijam sa'yo sa station mo. Pang FM ba tayo or AM? Okay. So, practice lang ito, press, since I'm developing a page and I'm opening my profile into professional mode for FB. Gusto din namin makasungkit ng mga bituin dyan para ma-monetize man lang ng makapag-create ng further content, okay? At habang wala rin namang masyadong ginagawa at walang masyadong kita for now, pinasok na rin itong what has been the trend among the millennials. Ay baka dito pa nga natin matagpuan ang swerte kamo. So I'm just here for my daily life to relate the day-to-day experience actually, and I will get disrupted and make some curves or detour any moment. Someone would come in just like you to come in with your concern na hindi pwedeng hindi natin ma-entertain. Yeah, there are others who would come in with a certain concern and they type requesting if we could extrapolate over this particular thing since our content is motivational, prayer, and we are more into discussing emotions as the universal gift that God gave us that we carry at birth. At kung paano mahalaga yan na hindi masyado nabigyan ng pansin at importansya ng karamihan, that seems to be the anchor for this platform. Okay? Because if you really would know to find its origin, its purpose, and the very reason why we were given that gift, ano yan interconnected yan being our internal and external reality to our life's journey. To life day in and day out. Ang galing nitong si Justin. Believe ako dito sa talent nito. He is a DJ of an FM station in Ozamis, a very talented and skilled DJ. Wala tayo doon sa mga sinasabi mong galing pre. From the tonality of the voice, the, what do you call that, the modulation to everything, malayo. We're not pro. You are. Okay? So, well, let me entertain some of my guests also who are checking in for my Facebook page. We have Me and My Blog. Shout out to you, Me and My Blog. It's been a while I haven't been seeing you. There's been a week actually that I was absent on my live because I'm having my page fixed. And the reason I would insist, or I insisted to go live on my 3 accounts today is because these 2 accounts for my Facebook will undergo another fixing after this live. So the tendency will be, if the recommendation is for me not to go live for some while until the issues are fixed, I would only have 1 account left, and that is my YouTube channel. Right. So somehow, I have this friend who has been my inspiration, who offers me his time to do some shooting just so we will have materials for uploads para hindi ako maubusan ng content. Yes, Justine. How is life? Have you been married na ba? I'm going to attend and become ninong to a wedding this coming Saturday. Isa pa yan pala nagpa-stress dahil as I checked on my wardrobes, which I used to have a lot, and I was making a dress rehearsal sometime previous days, I realized na lumobo ako at wala nang magkasya. So, after the hearing today, kung saan pala talaga ako nagpalamig pa ng todo, it was in the mall. I was doing a window shopping for what to wear because this is going to be this coming Saturday na. And then, as I went there, actually, ganito pala actually ang mga point na nagkaroon tayo ng stress. Nagmadali ako kanina for the early hearing to the point na naiwan ng aking lisensya na nandoon sa wallet ng aking cover ng aking telepono. So, going to the courtroom, there was that stress on the way dahil di ko dala yung aking wallet. And then, yung aking lisensya. And another thing was, I brought in a wrong mobile phone. Hindi yung postpaid phone ko at walang load yun. So, I could not communicate. Kaya pala, kasi iniisip ko, bakit nagiging stressful ako itong araw na to? So, while I was making palamig in the mall, and I wanted to buy this outfit for my, gagamitin ngayong Sabado, naalaala ko na rin na ang card na gamit ko pambayad doon is nandoon sa cover ng cellphone kong naiwan sa bahay. So, ang dami talagang nagiging stressful moment at nagpalusot na lang ako as I was done actually doing the fitting at nagkasya naman yung isang outfit para sa pang sandali ang kailangan ko ngayong Sabado. I went home empty-handed ng dahil sa my cash was not enough to pay. I was dependent on the use of my card which was not available with me on my way to the courtroom and going to the mall and coming home. Kaya pala, yes, John Ver, thank you once again for dropping in. Kasi napaisip ako, yung litany na yan na sinasabi mo, pre, na parang paulit-ulit na lang. Bakit palaging nai-stress? Hindi naman dapat. And so I was trying to identify the stressors. Those things that na, bakit ganito ang pattern, ha? Yun pala yun. So, dagdag mo na doon si init, dagdag mo na doon si defendant na hindi nag-show, dagdag mo na doon yung, hello, yes, Junvert, Tian, I'm just good. How are you? Yeah, thank you for dropping by again. So, dagdag mo all the other factors that contributed to the stress that was building up inside na hindi ko na alam. Kasi importante sa akin at my age nung ma-identify ko all the triggers for my feelings that would create my emotion. Kasi yun nga yung ating mga palaging sinishare at nililecture. Which gusto kong from my own personal experience, ramdam ko yun to make me a little more credible as I would continue to share on with that content. Diba? Eagle Justine Difference? Am I right? As I know, you're also doing the same exercise for being a very excellent DJ right there in your place, in your city of, I don't know what's the acronym or the moniker of Mozamis. Yeah, yes, Brev, I've lost in contact with you. Yes, thank you, Junver. Are you still on? My good friend, my mentor, and my mind disturber friend? I don't see you lingering in my profile. Yung 60 minutes yun sa amin po yun to. Alright. So, I'm getting to already have some, what do you call this, prompts here. I'll be getting back at you as I could not engage with your text. I hope you are just there. Teka nga. Oh, she was not the one I was expecting actually. So it's sent from another provider. Okay. Yes. Thank you, Junver, for coming in so consistently during my live, actually. Yeah. G. Usai. All right. Thank you, all, Brad, for again joining. Junver, where you are broadcasting at. Mm-hmm. Just me on my vlog. How are you there? Glad to have you on board once again. I missed you. Yeah. I'm on monitor with the number of minutes for my live on YouTube as I feel that if it is an upload below an hour, it's kind of saleable, you know. There are a lot of viewers, but if it exceeds beyond that hour, there still are some who are viewing, but not as much. So I'm trying to manage that on my live, I could only limit them to less than an hour, okay? Jiyu Sai is watching. Shout out to you. Junver Tian. I'm curious where you are broadcasting at, okay? And I hope Justine is still around. Yeah. Alang masyadong pumasok na sa aking live. Matagal kasi akong hindi nakakapag-live doon. Yun yung sinasabi ko na iniiwasan ko sana. Kasi yung mga excited na mga followers na nasasanay sana sa time na you go live, the moment they would wait on that, and as the hour passes na hindi kanila madinig at makita, iiwanan ka na lang nilang tuloy at lilipat sila ng ibang channel just like any FM or TV station. So, I repented on why I could not just be so consistent with my life, but then there just were some good reasons why I could not do that. I hope the fixing will not run for days like in the past, just so I can go with, let's say, a day not going live as I already get addicted to. But if it goes beyond that, I really have no control. I'm just praying na maayos ng di gaano katagal. Okay, so all right, so I'm on a 30-minute live stream already. Not much content yet. Okay. Would anybody be volunteering enough to ask for what concerns or topic we shall be discussing today? Yeah. Bruh, it's your turn. I should have invited you earlier on. Seeing you around, I could not just simply see you lingering further. Where are you? Is JP still watching? Ah, ah. I cannot see some of you already on the screen. Most likely others just dropped by and went somewhere. Or maybe this is still unholy hour. Maybe some are tempted to do their nap. Luis Alejandro Morales. How are you, bro? Where are you broadcasting at? Yes. Glad you came by. Shout out to you wherever you are broadcasting. Uh-huh. So that was the pep talk I was sharing. I really appreciate, as I went to a point earlier, that instead of really caught on a spiraling down emotion, I was able to recover, and I had it again on me for the opinion and for the insight I'm sharing about emotion that functions as our GPS. That if we know the trigger and we know we're on the wrong way, we can find a detour beginning with the mind that entertains a thought by practically changing thought, and which is what happened to me earlier. Yeah, I could have been so disempowered over those set of factors that I was trying to entertain on. But as I went ahead through active listening, listening to two friends conversing and trying to relate what they're talking about, even if I cannot deep dive into the terms, I was enlightened. And I find my direction into what else I would move ahead on. That was it. So how are you, JP? I know you are still watching. I also missed you, your company. And my paring Neil, if you are still there. One thing very tricky and unpredictable on your life experience is as you build up your expectations over people who are watching you regularly, and you would like to come on with the time that you would be expecting them to. However, since we are not in control with someone's time and priorities, it could be another, another potential disappointments, but we will just manage on as many others would come to replace your excitement with those people that you are actually expecting on. And so, well, life is always a learning process. And this applies to the every bit of the every experience that comes along. Okay, so, oh, maybe I have to change. Yeah, why is, why is this side? Okay, is this? Oh, so that's for there. Okay. Ah, yeah, I get to know now. Has something to do with my wire, that's why. Okay, so I will have to put it in a more stable pocket because if it's near my tummy, that's when it disturbs the button and would make my audio affected. Yes. So, well, if that means I can only be around in this life for a short time, I would also love to accept that experience as we are just actually going with the flow. What I mean, or what I really saying is, in most of my experience, okay, eto na. Oh, most of my experience, the decision to continue on with the life would depend on how many are there guests there are that you would love to entertain on. Anytime the number dips, okay, that also takes away our energy to go live and would later be carried away with the feel or the emotion that this can be an indication that we have to say goodbye to the life or uh, sign off. Okay, but just like my other experience, at the moment that you would like to already put a stop to what you're doing, will also be the same moment that the number of the guests would rise up. And so we are always dependent on supply and demand, okay? And when the supply isn't that interesting or captivating, from my end, if you're on my side doing the live, you would sometimes feel sleepy and you know what to do next. By any moment, no matter how sleepy you are, if you would see a rising number of guests dropping by and coming on board, you will feel a responsibility to be entertaining them and be sharing to them an input, an opinion, something that it's worth their while dropping by. Okay. So, if at this moment there has never been an increase of the visitors that drops by because again, we can never tell. This is a busy day, it's a weekday, okay? And others may be multitasking, but others may be busy with something else that they want to do in life. My next option will be I can run on the music to entertain you for a while waiting for the rest to come. Or worse will be to ask permission to sign off, as I will also need my time to refresh. Okay? So, because of that, I feel the prompt to be asking permission that I will put a halt to this live experience with you until this time, until this part of the day, and would probably just get by again or come back later in the afternoon towards the early evening when many of the fans will have a better time to watch us. And maybe we can prepare a real good point to share or content for the next time we go live today. So, this has been your friend on YouTube, Transforming Thought, on Facebook page, Thought Massager, and your friend Ed Cortez on my Facebook profile, who after 40 minutes of live streaming would like to decide to sign off for now, as many are still busy today in favor of what else you have to attend to. And I'll get back to you, see you sometime when you are comfortable with your time to linger with me for another broadcasting live streaming experience today. Okay, I hope you counted the day even if it was short. I have at least shared with you a story for the day, a feel, an experience that creates an emotion that we're able to manage We made a detour, and such emotion was not able to wrap us up in total disempowerment, but we were able to recover and lead to move ahead, something more healthy to ponder on. Thank you for your time. Okay? So, it's been a day. I hope it's a day to all of you too. Okay. All right.